Good morning, America. This is Spanish Man TV here, so with another one. I haven't been making videos in a very long time, probably like 5 months, 4 months. I've deviated a little bit of what I'm doing. I decided to get back into crypto. I used to be in crypto like in 2017, 2016, and then I had to get out of it because New York State started passing out a lot of laws, and it kind of made it very hard to do crypto in New York. But now it's a lot easier. It's not as easy as I want it to be. I still don't have access to certain instruments, but so be it. And I went in to the space and I looked at different coins, and I was looking at this token called Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu. The token, I like it so much that I changed the name of my store to the Shiba Inu store. Yes, I think I call it ShibaComics&tThings. There it is, ShibaComics&tThings. And these are the items I sell. I mostly sell graded books, and they range from price between like 60 to all the way to 1,000, 2,000, depends on the book, but mainly high grade collectibles. So I decided that I'm gonna do create a website, and I'm gonna burn Shiba for people that want to buy my comics. I'm gonna burn Shiba, and eventually I want to transform the store into only accepting Shiba. Once the Shiba, uh, what you call it? Damn, I forgot the name of that. Like the Shibarian comes out, Shiba Net comes out, and all these different instruments that is going to be within Shiba. They come out with the bone, leash, and she. She is a stable coin. I think it's going to be pegged to 1 penny, and then it's going to make it easier for somebody like me to sell products inside ShibaNet. But my goal is to burn as many Shiba as possible, because I feel that Shiba Inu is one of these fairest ledgers out there because of the deployment. Because at the end of the day, once the government start going heavy on the regulation, tokens gonna fall into two categories, I believe. They're gonna fall into, this is no advice, this is all my opinion. I think they're gonna fall into security or property. And then to be property, you need to be like Bitcoin. And the only reason Bitcoin was considered property is because the Bitcoin network was operational, I think, for like a year and a half, 2 years before any transaction actually took place. So they actually took care of it like a property. It was no monetary incentive in the protocol. It was just a group of people that decided to take care of the protocol or the network. It's just like, you buy, you have a house, you got a plot of land, and you decide to cultivate it. You decide to take care of it, so you reap the reward. You're like, you own that. Like, that's ownership, because you had to put energy into it to get something, but without you being promised anything. So that's why I think Bitcoin was kind of deemed property. So I was looking at different tokens and different the way they were deployed. And the one that I think when similar to Bitcoin is Shiba Inu. You know, you wrote a contract inside the Ethereum network, and then you put it in a decentralized exchange, and anybody that wanted that token had to go to the market maker, which is the contracts that hold the tokens. So it was like the fairest launch I've seen. They didn't program no burn mechanism in it. They didn't program not a portion going to the developers. None of that. They just released the coin, and then once the the community decided to give it value, that's when it got its value. And that's kind of similar to Bitcoin. So I think it's going to be like this is all my opinion again. I think it's going to be very hard to stop this token because of those properties. And now you have like all these centralized exchanges carrying the token. And the only way they could trade the token, they had to go to the market maker to purchase the token. So they had to buy in just like a regular person with $5 had to buy in. So then you have these top 10 exchanges on the planet carrying Shiba Inus, putting it on their balance sheets. So therefore they had to put skin in the game because they hustle. All they want to do is get the transaction feed, attract users to their network so they could have a bigger network. And that's what Shiba Inu is accomplishing for them. And also it's making their balance sheet stronger because it's increasing in value. So you have a lot of these exchange like crypto.com that bought in so early that they sit on a mountain of money just because they supported Shiba. Coinbase, just because they supported Shiba. You have the Flexer network accepting Shiba now. That's big because behind the Flexer network, you have over 40,000 merchants. If the Flexer network accepts Shiba, anybody using that network will accept Shiba. And Flexer is run with AMP. People should buy AMP, by the way, because it represents a completely different proposition. They're trying to destroy the collateral industry. Anything that get collateralized, AMP is going to destroy it. But that's beside the point. So they basically created a currency and then they developed for it. So now you have all these, all these companies finding ways to burn Shiba. But the flip coin of that is they are using their advertisement department. Like whatever money they was putting into advertisement and they was hoping that they was going to get a return back. Now they could buy Shiba, use the same money, attract more users, and then if they hold Shiba in their balance sheet and Shiba goes up in price, they get that effect too. So it's a double whammy. So that's a way for Shiba to get external value that comes into the system by some type of money that the company was going to spend anyway in advertisement for their products. So it's a win-win. And also the Shiba army will buy their products, which in turn brings up their sales. So I just want to let everybody know that Spanish man takes Shiba for any comic that you see right here. I will take Shiba. You can see my rating on eBay. I'm a well-respected eBay seller. I buy and sell comic books, but I was mainly buying and selling comic books to, grow my grow my collection. But as you can see, I have all my rating is high. I am top seller, top buyer. I'm top anything on eBay. So I want to let the community know that Spanish Man TV now supports Shiba Inu. In the future, I will create websites and then I will use the payment channel Pay Now because they process Shiba, and I think they also put a burn mechanism. They're gonna give you the option to put a burn mechanism on the purchase, so I will never have to see it. You buy my comic from me, and they through Pay Now, and then they will automatically take the percentage out that needs to burn. I believe Shiba has a very bright future. A lot of people saying because you got 500 and something trillion coins, but what Shiba is going after, Shiba is going after everything, absolutely everything. And then the players that are going into Shiba are realizing that they have to burn. So you have external forces burning, and now you have a DAO that is going to Shiba swap, you know, and you're gonna have Shibarium, you're gonna have ShibaNet. All these things gonna have burn properties into it. You know, they're gonna write into the protocol to burn. It was genius that the launch did not have any burns, because I think any coin that has a burn mechanism inside of it, I'm not saying that you're not gonna make money. Inside of that protocol, you're gonna be deemed as security, plain and simple. I think Shiba is gonna be deemed property. That's what Shiba is gonna have the advantage. And because it's gonna be deemed property, it's gonna have a lot of access to a lot of different instruments and stuff like that. So I believe the future for Shiba is super, super bright. Families and friends, no financial advice. But if you got $100 sitting, you should go to Coinbase or Kraken or whatever. I'm not affiliated with nobody. I ain't got no links or nothing. All I do is sell comic and things. I might sell you shirts. I might sell you comics. I might sell you mugs. I might sell you statues. All these linking stuff, that's for somebody else. Okay. And then if my YouTube channel becomes successful, I will burn. I will burn as much as I can. Meaning that if it takes me only 10% of the revenue to run the channel, I will burn the 90%, because you still got to pay bills. You see what I'm saying? But I will burn the majority of anything that I gain from YouTube, because YouTube, I just put my videos there just to give give out information. I put some YouTube videos earlier. They had a lot of good information. Some people took advantage of it, some people didn't. But my entire goal was just to put it out there. If you like it, you like it. Because you know what? Shiba Comic and Things gonna do what they do. And what we do best is buy and sell comics. And these are some of the comics that I have on sale right now that I will take 100% Shiba for. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. And long live Shiba Inu Army. Keep moving forward. And I'm going to attack every facet of value on the planet. The protocol was released in such a genius way. The game theory that it was implemented was genius. And I don't see why a lot of people can't see that. Game theory on that token is out of this world. From deployment to implementation. The only reason this token is worth something is because we decided that it was worth something. And that right there is the underpinning of anything of value. The only reason it's worth money is because we say so that it's worth money. Not because somebody else, because we decide to use. It doesn't matter how good the product is. If the people don't use it, it's worth nothing. Okay? The fair launch, the market maker in the sky, completely decentralized. This ecosystem is almost going to be completely decentralized when it's fully deployed, once Shibarium is running, once the DAO is running, once all these things are running, that ecosystem is going to live in the internet. And that's our first. God bless you, and long live Shiba. No Spanish damas.